This goal's a beauty. The Montreal Canadiens draft pick looking solid in the KHL on this episode of Next Shift. Welcome back to Next Shift with Rick Wagan. Suzuki does not suck. This is going to be a short and sweet episode where we show you a highlight reel goal by our boy Alex Zharovsky. Here it is. Watch the play here. Alex Sarovski fighting the battle on the boards, winning it, getting in front, holding onto the puck, having the patience, and finishing off the goal. What an incredible goal by Alex Zharovsky. Looking like a true power forward on that goal. An unbelievable start to his KHL preseason. The boy is looking pretty big. He was drafted and seemed like a pretty light player. Obviously, he has some height, but he didn't have the size. Looking like a true power forward, taking on two players. We're really excited to see how he turns out. Definitely looks like a steal in the draft, being in the second round. He looks like a kind of player that can play a true power forward role, whether it's in the top line or the second line or third line. Has some soft hands, could put the puck in the net. Very excited to see how that goes. The Canadiens are getting back to it. Players like Dach, Dobson, Gooley are joining the likes of Suzuki and Demidov and Carey, who've been there for a while. Basically, the Montreal Canadiens are getting set for their golf tournament in a couple of weeks. And then right after that, September 17th, the camp starts. And the preseason starts a week after that, and a few games to play. Dach is looking a little bit rusty, we can say, in some of the clips that we've seen. But again, he's coming off of 2 knee surgeries. It's going to be interesting to see where things go. It'll be interesting who will play in the second line if Dach can't go. It could be anyone from Bolduc. I've heard the name of Evans. I've heard Veleno. I've heard Kapanen. I haven't heard a lot of Beck, but why not? So we'll see who ends up playing on that line. It's going to be an exciting time. September 1st is around the corner. I personally anticipate that the contract of Carey Price will be traded so they can have some flexibility. I believe the Montreal Canadiens are still looking to make another trade. Like I said early on, I don't think Matheson is going to stick around on the Montreal Canadiens. Reinbacher, another player, along with Hudson, who's been in Montreal and Brassard practicing, is looking pretty solid. I think he's going to get his shot this year. So if they feel comfortable with Reinbacher, Matheson might be expendable sooner rather than later. And if they can trade Matheson, that clears up a little bit more cap space. And that could lead to potentially room for a second line center. Again, I still like Dach. I think he's got a lot of potential. I think he can end up being a second line center, but most likely a second line winger. A winger, once he's healthy, playing with a Line A Demidov, Zharovsky, Bolduc. Those are all great lines to have over and above the Slafkovsky, Suzuki, Caulfield line. And I heard somebody say something that I think is interesting. I don't know if I mentioned it already, but Zach Bolduc, why not put him on the first line, replacing Slafkovsky? Slafkovsky and Demidov had some interesting chemistry in the playoffs when they were playing on the power play together. Putting those two together on a line could be interesting. Having Bolduc replace Slafkovsky in a similar type of role. He has a good shot. He's got good speed. He forechecks hard. Could be an interesting move. Again, this team has a ton of depth. And I think that's what we're going to see, whether Dach is ready or not, is a bunch of players that can play top 6 minutes, middle 6 minutes, bottom 6 minutes, and we'll see how it all plays out. Really excited to see how it goes. But as I said, I'm watching the KHL. Volokin's looking solid. I haven't seen Bogdan play that much yet, to be honest, but check out that goal by Alexander Sarovski. He's looked really, really good so far. And there's a couple other players in the Swedish Hockey League, Eriksson, that looks really good too. So the Canadiens prospect pool continues to grow and the team continues to improve. It's only August 26th here, but looking forward to the next few weeks. Obviously, still in the dog days, not a lot happening in the NHL, but hopefully we'll see something come around pretty soon. That's it for me. That's it for Next Shift. Talk to you guys soon.